All right, and just like that, time to kill the music and get right into it. What's going on, everybody? It's another episode of the SML Podcast featuring myself, Project Storm, and MM2K. Everybody knows him, the man that does everything. MM2K, how are you feeling today, man? We got a jam-packed show, so we can't get into our usual long intros and all that. You know what I mean? It's too much for the people.
Yeah,
How
we
you
can't
feeling,
be
man?
long-winded, man. We can't, because we got a jam-packed episode for y'all today, man. I think y'all really gonna like this one, man. I really think y'all will. With that said, man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How you feeling, Storm?
Hey, I'm feeling real good. It's just all this gaming news has me on edge, man. I don't know. I knew we would get a lot of information and stuff, but I never thought it would be to this magnitude. I can't lie to you. There's so much news out here. Every time you close your eyes, man, there's news popping up. So with that being said, we're gonna try our best. Now you all know we like to talk, we like to have fun, we like to engage and all of that good stuff. We're gonna try our absolute best today to move through the show with no hiccups, no problems, and no fighting and yelling. You know what I'm saying?
So far, so good.
So far, so good, man. We're and see right now, MM's not even on the chopping blocks, y'all. Like I was thinking about making a trade before the trade deadline, which is January 1st, 2021. But the brother's been doing so good behind the scenes, man. You see all the advertisement like of the shows and everything. The brother's he's doing his job, man. PNTS, he's putting that work in for the network, man. So I got to give him another opportunity. But it's good to see the people that showed up early today, man. Hell Monkey 88. Dr. Spaceman, we got Ray Sharon in the building, West Coast, love all day, man. I had something special planned, Ray, but I'll wait until the next time we host this podcast on my channel, man. But I actually played a game, and I think you'll appreciate which team I chose. Stadia talk in the building, Chase. You know what's going. Hey, there's too much to talk about when it comes to Chase and the moves that's being made. You know what I mean? I got a chance to pop by the podcast briefly, bro, as you were breaking things down. But I had a bit of technical difficulty this morning on my end for once. I don't know what was going on. I had some high CPU usage and everything going on. So I had to restart the PC. And MM2K does not make things up when he talks about Windows being problematic at certain times, man. I got a taste of that this morning, so I'm glad we're able to do this thing right. If you all could let us know how the mic sound, I know you all don't mind. If the mic sound good, if you could hear myself, MM2K, if we're too low, let us know, please, before we kick this thing off. We got Stadia Dosage news in the building. Oh man, Iman Day in the building. What's going on? Squids. We got Critical Frost. I love the name.
Yo, what's up?
You see what I'm saying? Charles Oran in the house, man. We're going to jump right into this, y'all. MM2K, first thing we want to get into today, because, I don't mind going 3 hours, but I want to try to get you out of here in a timely fashion, man. So
yeah, man. So I can eat my chicken and beer. Yeah,
I feel you, man. Waffles, no waffles though.
You know what? I was thinking about it, bro. This new chicken and waffle place coming up around here, man. But DoorDash is cutting up. DoorDash is on my ish list. So the only way I can get there is through DoorDash. It's one of those DoorDash only joints.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. If they get back in my good graces, I might try it out. But now it's just straight chicken and beer.
Speaking of that, you didn't use any profanity toward the friendly DoorDash driver, did you?
I do. I cursed him out without cursing him out. That's my wife say that's my specialty is cursing people out without cursing. Now I ain't gonna front storm. I'm not saying I don't have a little bit of a potty mouth, a sewage tongue, but I want them to come back. I don't want no extra ingredients in my food, but I had to tell bro like, hey yo, what's going on, man? Don't do this to me. Don't deprive an old man of his chicken.
Hey man, I feel you. Hey, look, just like that off topic, man, but it's all right. We need to do this, people. We got to laugh, man. We have to laugh, keep it fun. Definitely for you all, man. We have fun all the time, man. I swear. MM2K, you got to know this dude behind the scenes to know what he's really about. You will be cracking up, man. So with all that said, man, I saw something pop up, man. Any updates, first of all, for PNTS Network? If we could briefly go through that, we could split it in half if you want to, because we have so much going down that I think we need to share with the people that don't know and those who do.
Yep, absolutely. I'll start off with talking about first. We got let's just go through the week. Starting off, we got Snow Bunny, and the co-host of everything, my homie Project Storm in the house. Y'all might have heard of that guy before. They co-host they do a show called Yang Meets Yang of Gaming. And it airs every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Definitely check it out. I love all the episodes. I got to catch them on demand because my Sundays are so crazy. Yeah. But this last episode, bruh. Woo!
Hey, Bunny, there's nobody. I love Snow Bunny, man. I'm trying to tell you, back from Punks when I got, my time on the show, man, just listening to the interaction with Dirt and everybody, man, and Bunny, man. So you would think I would learn. But every time, I swear, real quick, every time I try to go at Snow Bunny, man, she always comes back with some facts that's grounded. Man, I just can't do it. But this Sunday, tomorrow, I will be coming back. I will be coming back for it. I got to get a dub at some point. But so that's 6 Eastern time.
Storm ain't taking nothing laying down. That's one thing I will say. Storm ain't going to. I say Storm, leave her alone, and he going to come back with his blade sharpened. So I hope Snow Bunny's ready.
And it's all based on intellect. That's all, man. But she is.
It's all love cuts.
That's why we came up with Yin meets Yang. Together. Like exactly. I'm heavy on the tech side of things. She's more so heavy on the gaming itself. Like she just cares about the damn games. But I care about the tech behind the games, the developers, the publishers, everything gaming, ray tracing, and all that. So. But let's move on, man. That's Yin meets Yang of gaming.
Yeah, that's Yin meets Yang.
Yeah.
YMYOG. Then on Wednesdays, the new PNTS show, man. You definitely don't want to miss it. The Commission. Now we're in our pilot episodes. We're still filling things out, but definitely the format right now is just fire. We got 4 fire co-hosts that know everything about gaming. You know what I'm saying? The homie Project Storm once again, Snow Bunny, Tron, and myself. We're all chopping it up. Of gaming, everything is welcome. We talk about all platforms. It's Stadia friendly, right? And on top of that, no console war stuff. You know what I mean? No console war stuff. At all. So
we try to keep it as modest as we can.
Exactly. We take live phone calls and we take yappers there too. You know what I'm saying? So definitely check this out. Check that out every Wednesday. On the MM2K video channel. Just look up MM2K videos. All right, and Storm, if you want to pick up what's happening Thursday and today.
Hey, listen, Thursdays you got SSC podcast with the brother Eddie Player One. You know what I'm saying? MM2K and myself.
Facts.
That's 3 p.m. Eastern time, y'all. On Thursdays. If we ever change any of the times on any of these shows, we try to let you all know in advance. But 3 p.m. you can look out for that. Check out the last episode. It was fire. Great chemistry. It was fun. I love it, man. Because MM knows if something's not right, if I'm not really feeling it, if I don't think that it's up to the expectation for the people,
let you know.
We're gonna have a conversation, man. But it's all based on brotherly love. Yeah, it's all based on brotherly love, man. That's how we do it.
Exactly.
No time to be playing games when we out here. Yeah, when it comes to people's time, man, we don't play games. You know what I'm saying? I'm very serious about people's time, and we appreciate all that.
Absolutely.
With that being said, moving on to today, of course, Sml Podcast, y'all.
Come on, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? We used to be 12 Eastern time. Now we're 11 Eastern time, and we'll get into why at some point soon. All right?
Yep.
But
absolutely,
I'm seeing the Mod Nation showing up right now in droves, man. Everybody out there with that blue tag, you know what it is. If you want to highlight something, drop that link. You know what I'm saying? If you want to tell people or give them a brief paragraph of what your channel is about or what you got cooking, drop that. You know what I'm saying? So people will know as they come through the show, because everybody can't make it live, So moving right along. I want to get into the Stadia Dosage streams that I saw yesterday, I believe. I think it was yesterday, and I popped by and I saw this dude, and he was this guy. It was amazing. Like, this brother was streaming. And I was like, who the hell is this, man? This bro is not saying, he wasn't screaming, die roaches, and anything. I said, yo, this brother is listening to the feedback that I'm giving him as a shrink, and he is really applying it. And as soon as I started thinking that way, y'all, Stadia Dosage Streams, I started hearing all kinds of craziness and nonsense and shenanigans, man. I mean, this dude, I can't. Can you give the people an idea what Stadia Dosage Streams is about, man? What is that about? Because I wasn't expecting it, man.
They don't understand why I'm laughing. You got me crying, bro. Look, he's talking about me, y'all. He's talking about me, and I'm guilty. And celebration, and we're gonna get into this later because, like I said, we got a jam-packed show. Into what Storm said, I don't want to bloviate too long and take over the show.
You know, we'll go over a little bit if we have to.
We got a lot. We got a lot to go over, but. There's a new channel. It's called Stadia Dosage Streams. And that what happened is I noticed that there's some people that just want to see news. There's some people that just want to see game streams. You know what I'm saying? And I'm all about giving you what you want. You know what I'm saying? Self-aware. I don't want to force anybody into anything. So for those people that just want the news, there's Stadia Dosage News. We changed the Stadia Dosage channel to Stadia Dosage News. For those that want just game streams, they got Stadia Dosage game streams. So I premiered my first live stream yesterday on the channel, right? And I tried to start off, Storm has been working with me behind the scenes. Y'all know Storm is my psychiatrist, right? So
even though I don't get paid for it, I don't get paid, but it's all right.
He's been working with me behind the scenes, right, to get me to be a little bit, to show a little bit more couth, right, to be a little bit more professional about my itinerary and everything that I do, right?
Yeah, man, because some of us, man, I like roaches, man. You don't want to see them all dying.
Yeah, you don't want to see them all exterminated, exactly. So. With that being said, I started off okay doing the Marvel Avengers in celebration of the Stadia initiative, the Stadia Sweepstakes or Free Code Friday. But then the old habits started to come out, man. And I just started singing, making songs, making noise. And the reason why I'm laughing, y'all, because as Storm is saying this, I'm imagining, what if I was somebody watching the stream? What the hell would I be thinking? And I just know Storm was like, this dude is out his rabbit mind. Yeah. But yeah, man, we were having a lot of fun. Definitely come through. We more streams are to come. And like I said, during the stream, don't think just because I drop a news video that day or there's an SML podcast or an SSC that I'm not going to go to that stream. Definitely sub to that channel, Stadia Dosage Streams. Because as soon as I'm done with the show, I might be doing a game stream. Or you might see footage of me playing a game that I pre-recorded that goes live. So definitely, subscribe to that channel and be ready for the craziness, man.
I'm telling you, it's entertaining. The brother even checks the chat. Normally he gets so caught up in the games and everything and what's going on. You know what I mean? You get pissed off sometimes. But man, the brother was in the chat. He was paying attention. I was like, wow, who is this dude?
Yeah.
So anyway, that's Stadia Dosage Streams, y'all. Check it out. Now, during that show, I do want to get into this for the people, man, because I will put you on the hot seat from time to time. You're welcome to do the same thing. In fact, everybody, if I happen to be on your show, man, put me on the hot seat sometimes. Now, during Stadia Dosage Streams, MM2K, I asked the question, what would you rather do? Wear an I Love Phil Spencer t-shirt, because we know how you feel about Xbox and Phil Spencer, or fight the Incredible Hulk on ESPN? What was your answer, sir? What was your answer? Do you mind sharing that with the people?
I only took the logical and the most sensible answer that any rationalized person would take.
T-shirt?
Fight the Hulk on ESPN.
T-shirt, bro.
Hey, look, man. Look, look, man. I'm putting it to y'all like that.
Go ahead, man, because we got to get into why briefly. We're gonna have to get into what's the deal with Phil.
What's the deal with
that? Can we get into that for the people that might be confused?
Yeah, let's talk about Philly Spence, man. I got nothing against the guy personally because I don't know him. He seems like a nice guy, and all that other stuff. I love that he likes to wear the tight limbo shirts and all that other stuff. But look, man, I'm in the Xbox for the game. I was in the Xbox for the games. Like Xbox back in early 2000 was what Stadia is to me now. As I was fading away from games, the OG Xbox helped yank me back in. You know what I'm saying? But I was fading.
Right.
And the same thing with Stadia. As I was starting to fade, man, I'm really not digging this. Stadia yanked me back in. So for years, I was dedicated to the Xbox ecosystem because they were bringing those hardcore AAA games that you just weren't seeing elsewhere, and except on PC, but they were bringing it to the plug and play ease of a console.
Right.
It started off with Oblivion, and it blossomed all the way to like a Fallout, Mass Effect, you know what I'm saying? BioShock and all that stuff. And it blew my mind. And then you come into Xbox One generation. Yeah, I get it. You know, Donnie D was on the Kinect thing, but he still had like a hardcore state of mind. And then, but Phil comes in with this whole gaming is more than bullets and headshots, and we know that. But right now, look, that's like if I come up to your porch. I mean, if you're starving, Storm, you ain't had a sandwich, you ain't had no roast beef for days. All you've been eating is paper and leaves. And I bring you to my house, and I'm like, Storm, I rescued you. I'm gonna take care of you. And you're like, good, okay, all right, man. So what you got to eat, bro? And I bring you out some crumbs, some graham cracker crumbs. And I do that like 7-8 days in a row. By day 9, you're gonna be like, yo, bro, what a roast beef at? What a cold cuts? What a chicken wings? What something? And I'll be like, and if I tell you, Storm, eating is more than animal flesh and fried chicken. You might grab me by my neck and snap it in 17 different places and throw me out a window. And that's how a lot of the people in the Xbox community, including myself, felt. We get that gaming is more than bullets and headshots, but it's them bullets and headshots that put you where you at. You can't just completely yank that from the community. So I'm in within the crowd that's a lot disappointed with Phil's approach to gaming. I know a lot of people are happy that Xbox bought Bethesda, but them Bethesda games were coming anyway. I want to see what Xbox does with Bethesda. Do they elevate them? Do they put them on a different plateau?
Yeah.
Do we get Bethesda on steroids? If they do, then great. But if I'm just getting the Bethesda games that I was gotten just with a Microsoft logo on it, I don't care. What I want to see is Xbox's full-fledged participation in bringing AAA experiences along with this new kiddie stuff that they want to do.
Gotcha.
Like the AA, like the second party stuff and all that stuff. So that's where all that animosity, if you want to call it that, comes from, and why I would rather get beat in the back of the face by the Hulk than to wear I Love Phil t-shirt.
All right, now with that to say, let's move right along, because I know some people are like, Xbox, man, but hey, one thing y'all know, we talk about it all. Yeah. We understand that Stadia exists,
you got to know
so where
to know where we are now. You got to know where we came from.
Absolutely. So, last question pertaining to that. So, who is the real Phil? The only Phil?
With a real Phil Harrison, please stand up.
There it is.
Please stand up.
There
we go, baby.
You know
Phil Harrison. You mean the original one of the 40 people that started PlayStation? That's Phil Harrison? Oh, yeah. With a real Phil Harrison, please stand up.
I feel like Phil has something to do with every damn thing in the industry at some point, man. You know what I mean?
The community probably don't even know this. But if it wasn't for Phil Harrison and his team of scouts, y'all would not have Naughty Dog at PlayStation. It was Phil Harrison and his scouts that discovered Naughty Dog at Universal and signed them along with Yoshida to sign the contract to get them on the PlayStation. So imagine that. Okay. No Uncharted, no Last of Us, if it wasn't for Phil Harrison.
Hey, man, I want to do something special, man. Hey, Angel
Angel,
comes in. Actually, Angel, because we always got to yell it out whenever me and Angel. Whenever we get,
hello, Miss Angel.
If I join her chat, she knows what it is. We letting people know what time it is, right? Her birthday was yesterday, man. Can we just harmonize briefly on a happy birthday? Not the whole thing, man. Just a happy birthday for her, please.
Let's do it.
All right, one, two, three. You right? Ho. Get it right. Get it right. Hold up. You ready?
Okay. I'm gonna follow your lead, brother.
A two. A three. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. All right. That's all you can get, Angel, right now. Angel all the way from Sweden. We love you. That's what's up. Everybody else, if it was your birthday yesterday, that was to you too. If your birthday is in November, that's to you too. If it's in December or January, that's for you. All right. Now you're not gonna get that except in Patreon. So don't ask for that when it's your birthday. Hey, we feel good, people. We feel good. We got a million reasons why we feel this good. Now, we're gonna switch tracks, right? Cyberpunk. I heard you talk about on one of these shows because you be on so damn many, man. Shout out to Broadband Bullies, man. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me about it, brother.
Everybody over there. Shout out to King
Yes.
Thrash showing love on the tweet yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Oh
man.
yeah, shout out to Thrash.
Come on, man.
That's my
Like,
homie. That's my homie, man.
yo, gaming is universal. Y'all know it. And the love is seen. You know what I'm saying? We put a retweet out there. Somebody else might drop a retweet. Cloud Gaming Extreme. Stadia Talk again. Ray Sherrod, man. Stadia Revolution. Man,
Ray
so many
Sherrod.
people. Yo, so many
Ray
people.
Sherrod put the headphones on, man. You clowning our singing, bro? You hating on our singing, Ray?
Hey, nah, he's just saying he's listening to it in with PS 3D audio. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
That's what he's saying.
That's
But
what he
check
said. I
this
got
out. The Cyberpunk investor info, MM2K, because that we're not gonna beat a dead horse and all that, but what we do have to do is we realize that some people might be new to the show or they might stumble across this from all over the world. So what can you tell us real quick, a brief recap about the Cyberpunk investor info? Because I heard you break that down and it raised my eyebrows, man, all the way up.
Yeah.
So can you give us the information?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So for those of you that are not aware that, you know, these pushbacks of Cyberpunk 2077 go beyond our disappointment. There are concerns that are expressed by the investors, the people that CD Projekt Red have gone to alongside of Warner Brothers to go and fund this game and fund the distribution of this game, and people that financially back CD Projekt Red's efforts because they're independent, right? So with that being said, when they make it a pushback, they got to go to their investors and talk to them about it too. So the last few investor calls, because this is the fourth pushback, the last investor call before this pushback to December 10th, wasn't really that pleasant. You know what I'm saying? It was less like an investor call and more like a town hall, an angry town hall, you know, that we be seeing on YouTube sometimes. They were upset. They were like, hey, look, when you guys pushed it back from May or whenever it was originally in 2020 to September,
Yeah.
y'all gave us XYZ reasons. And y'all said that y'all are almost done. All y'all needed was this time and y'all be done. This is the same excuse that y'all are giving us this time. Like, what's going on? And CD Projekt Red pretty much said, well, we miscalculated, but definitely we're just doing some brush up and some cleanup and all this other stuff, right? And then they said, but believe you me, this is it. We're done, right? So fast forward to now this investor call with yet again another pushback, and the investors are like, all right, man, like, you know, they were real monotone, and they're like, we see what it is. We don't know when it's released, but when this thing releases, it better be fire. They're less like, when is it coming out? And more like, is this thing going to be fire? And, you know, CD Projekt Red, of course, is saying it's going to be fire. But here's the thing that as the Stadia community, I think that we should keep a placeholder on, Storm. This is the biggest takeaway I got from it. Remember, we all had surmised that the pushback to November 19th wasn't just a coincidence, that there may have been some exchange of money or something, a deal or a nod or a wink or something happened to where the pushback was to November 19th. It was more than coincidental to coincide with the Stadia 1 year anniversary. Stadia even mentioned it. Cyberpunk 2077 is releasing day and date on Stadia on a 1 year anniversary. Someone from Stadia actually said something to that effect. But now push back to December 10th, Storm, you got to ask yourself, if money was exchanged, was Stadia screwed? Because in the investor call, and I'll point it back to you and get your thoughts. In the investor call, CD Projekt Red was asked, any of your partners that was coincide or waiting for you to drop on a specific date, are any of your partners, are they going to get their money back? Are they going to get refunded or anything like that?
Yep.
And CD Projekt Red simply said, nope. They said, nope, we don't owe nobody nothing. So if money did exchange for this to happen on November 19th, did Stadia get screwed? It's a big question.
I would say yes and no, because the game is still coming day and date. Now, it wouldn't be lining up with the anniversary. That would have been so beautiful. Had a lot of us singing like Boys and Men type harmony out here, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I mean, yes, sir.
To the end. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, man. What you have to do is first you have to drink some water. You know what I mean? get you a licorice or something, and then go and
And then
learn
give
how
you
to
the rest.
read some music. And then you can go ahead and do a lot better than that, bro. Now, at least I had the bass going on with the happy birthday. Come on, man. We got to do better. Hey, moving right over here, we're going to switch tracks because I don't hear a lot of people talking about this yet, but I got a feeling Stadia Revolution and others might be covering this. The people that break this news down for y'all, Jim, breaking things down, Sonny, and so many others, man. You know, Cloudy and Rock and everybody else is out here breaking things down for the people, man. If you break that news down, kudos, because I can't do all that. You know, I'm more 4K gamer. You know, 4K gameplay tech guy. That's me. But PUBG free for Stadia Pro members. The new Highlands DLC or expansion, if you want to call it that or whatever, for PUBG. MM2K, I had no idea, bro. I had no idea it had already dropped. Yeah. And then I saw claim. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I don't have to pay for this. I'm ready to pay this money, at least $30, $40 for this, because I'm looking forward to it. And then I found out it's free for pro members, man. People are not talking about PUBG as much as they should, in my opinion. I think a lot of people got intimidated by the game. People couldn't bring home a chicken dinner, so they got discouraged. But I'm here to tell you, if Ray Sherrod could kill a whole damn squad by himself. Now, he did run into trouble when he had to reload. He did run into trouble, but y'all got to see that. Ray, you need to drop that so that people can find it, man. Retweet it or something. Like, this is what Project Storm was talking about, because Ray was new to the game.
Yep.
This dude was on top of a roof over on the hospital, I think it was. On the hospital, he took out 3 of 4 squad members by himself, bro. What? Mostly with a pistol, if not only with a pistol. I swear he'll never be able to pull that off again, but it was beautiful to watch. Shout out to Ray Sherrod, my bro.
Shout out to Ray Sherrod, bro.
MM2K, what's your thoughts on a game like PUBG? First of all, coming to the platform and then dropping this DLC free to pro members. Like, what does that say to people that want to jump on the platform?
Well, here's the thing, Storm. We talk about Stadia needing top tier games. That's a sentiment that's being echoed all the time, right? Mm-hmm. And we say that forgetting that PUBG is on the platform and that Stadia already converted a lot of people because of PUBG, just did it silently. And for those that are like, oh, PUBG ain't it, you go to every single platform. You go to Twitch, every single stream platform. PUBG is still in the top 20, 25, maybe at the lowest.
Yeah.
So the game matters, man. The game matters. And that's a big get for Stadia. And for them to be getting this just shows that the partnership with Stadia and PUBG is strong. And that's a good thing, because PUBG, even though it's not the top conversation during the water cooler talks, it's still a big game. So this is huge. And hopefully, and I'm glad, Storm, that you spotted this first and foremost, and you're bringing light to it, and we're doing it here on this show, because a lot of people got to understand how big of a deal this is for the platform.
Well said, man. Let me get this water, man. Let me get this water. All right.
That's right. And not just that, how big of a deal it is for the platform, but just to know that it's available. Like, so we can see Ray Sherrod go on those kill streaks, go on kill sprees. You know what I mean? So,
now, can you let the people know a Sounds of Stadia? Shout out to them. You know what I mean? Hosted a great event. Hosted a great event. Was it? I feel like it was. I forget what month it was, but look, man, it was so damn fun. Shout out to them 100 times for hosting an event like that. I mean, it was magnificent. But can you tell the people who won that? Who brought that chicken that trophy home? Ooh, who was on the squad? You know what I mean? And who brought that home?
There was this talk that there's this cat out there. We call him the silent assassin. His name is Project Storm. Yeah, Project Storm was sitting there laying rounds.
But who was the team?
Honorable mention.
The team, man. I know. I did. I brought one home by myself in one of the rounds or whatever. But like, I was the last one alive. But it was a squad-based tournament or whatever, right? But who was on the team that won 2 out of 3?
Oh, it was Project Storm, Eddie Player One.
No, Eddie Player One was not on our team. Damn. See. Yes, he was. I'm sorry. Yes, he was. I'm sorry. I felt like because Meg killed Eddie. So I was really trying to just say that he wasn't on our team because Meg destroyed him. He could have brought home that other chicken dinner, man. That's what I'm trying to say, MM2K. Nah, shout out to the brother Eddie Player One, man. Put up a hell of a fight. Meg brought it home for her team.
Yep.
Oh, my God. That was a great event, y'all.
It was a great event.
I'm just smiling.
That was so much fun, man. That was so much fun.
But who was on our team?
It was me, you, Eddie. And who was the fourth person?
6'4", man.
Was it 6'4"? It was 6'4"? Okay,
you know who
okay.
It was.
It was 6'4" kill. I couldn't remember if it was Project
6'4",
Kill.
man. Why wouldn't it be 6'4"? You remember the celebration? See, you know what, man? I'm taking 3 points off of your the proud sheet,
It's
man.
chicken and beer, man. I had too much beer this week.
Taking 3 points off. But look, that was a great event, man. But let's move on, y'all. Stadia Sweepstakes. We heard some buzz about that yesterday. We saw Google Stadia drop the Stadia Sweepstakes on our heads out of nowhere. Now, I remember a question, and I did send this tweet out, a retweet or whatever. I remember a question that came from Google Stadia saying they were asking which game, I think it was something along the lines of, which games have you not tried? It was something like that on Stadia yet. So I put Marvel Avengers and something else, 2 other games as a 3-way tie. And to see it pop up yesterday, what was your reaction to that? It's like a free code giveaway, man.
I love the concept. It made me do that crazy stream. Now you know a little bit more than I do on this Storm. They said it was a 3-way tie. Did they?
I know. Oh, I didn't even check the updates yet. I really didn't. I didn't know who got codes.
Okay, my bad.
No, I was just wondering. I was wondering what your thoughts. But it's good that you just told me that they did announce the winners, though.
Oh no! I don't know if they announced it.
Okay.
I thought that's what you said. I'm sorry.
Oh no, my bad. All right, my bad. Then I'm wrong. You're wrong. We're both wrong.
Yeah, we all wrong. So from your understanding, a G Million said fired. I know it. I know y'all coming for my job. I know it. So from your understanding, what was the latest update on that?
G Million's right. That's what my update is. I don't have an update. I just thought it was a good event or good promotion or whatever. Free codes are always something that's going to get people happy, especially in these times when they might not be able to afford the game, or whatever case might be. So just for them to do that, because we've done our own free code giveaway and we want to get into our next one at some point during the show.
Exactly.
Just a little bit of rumblings about it, not too much. Because I know that you all are like, hey, what happened? October is gone now, and you all still didn't do a giveaway. But that's coming, people.
Yeah, and to talk about it real quick, Storm, because we kind of alluded on it last night on TSI. Shout out to the TSI panel. The problem isn't, and hey, in Stadia, if you're listening, maybe I just thought a solution just popped in my head. The problem isn't that we don't want to do it, or that we can't do it, or we're not ready. The thing is that we got people from all over the world. We just sang happy birthday to people over there, and to Angel, and where's she at? She's in Sweden, right?
I think so. I think that's what she told me. Yeah, I was trying to take a trip over there, not to see Angel now, y'all. I'm just saying, like, to see Sweden.
We wouldn't mind seeing Angel, but just to go all over. Hey,
right.
Who doesn't want to go all over the world? But with that being said, like, we want to give her, if she wins something, it'd be boop bop, and we give it to her. And right now, unfortunately, and no shots against Google. I know that they're trying to flesh this thing out. I mean, and the platform is in its infancy. But if you win something, and we want to give you a code or something like that, just out of the kindness of our hearts without Google being involved, it's very difficult to do if you're not in the US. And we don't want to be one of those entities that are just giving prizes to the people in the US. So we're working something out here. But what I will say is that, and we're almost there. We're almost at the finish line. We'll have an announcement soon, and we will have something likely for the holidays. What I will say, though, is Google, if you're listening, what you may want to do is have a content creators program where if we want to put up our own money, allow us to get codes and put up our own money and get codes so we can distribute them to everybody. You see what I'm saying? Boom, here goes. If we want to pay for it ourselves, here goes 3 months of Stadia Premiere, you know what I'm saying, to somebody, and boom. Or if I want to give somebody PUBG the ultimate version and they're not a pro member, let me buy it myself and you give me the code. You know what I'm saying? And you sign up. Kind of something similar to what Nintendo did with its content creators program. So let's do that, because we got a lot of great people that listen, that support us, Storm, that love what we're doing, and we love them just as much, if not more. And we want to really show them the thanks that we have for them. And I want Google to recognize that. And the best way to recognize that is, hey, we'll pay for it our damn selves. You know what I'm saying? Make a content creators program where we can do exactly that. But in the meantime, until something like that happens, we are working on something, folks, and we will have something ready for the holidays.
Absolutely. Or before, if I have anything to do with it, or before. Now,
absolutely.
Moving on over to the PC side of things, because I know Stadia Revolution, the homie, the brother.
Stadia,
I know how he feels about that Gen 2 noise, man. So hopefully this right here will make him call in today. I'm about to get into it. Let me get into it with Rev. Gen 2, my brother Rev feels like he wishes that it was never spoken of, because now people are running with the idea that it could be tomorrow or next month, or whatever the case is, and Google TV integration. And I know I'm one of those people now. And y'all, when we have these discussions right here, it's no animosity at all, period, point blank. I actually looked at what Rev said and said, yo, I get where he's coming from. But on the other side, there's the Project Storm side. It's like, man, Gen 2 discussions remind people that Stadia's, that they said that it is upgradable, and that, Stadia Cast has hinted at the fact that there were some devs out here that might have, at least one dev that might have their hands on the kit, on the tools. So I feel like with AMD announcing all of this heat that they just dropped recently with the 6000 series, right? I'm like, well, we know at some point, if they maintain this relationship with AMD, it would make sense for Stadia to say, you know what, AMD, send us that heat real quick so we can upgrade these blades, the server blades. So that way Stadia could be played at 4K 120 or 4K with ray tracing or whatever the case is. And that's why I think the other side that feels like me, that's why we get all hyped and excited about it. You know what I mean? Whose side are you on, my brother? And think wisely. You know what I'm saying? Think carefully, man. Whose side are you on, me or Rev, when it comes to this whole thing? Or are you on your own island?
You know what? You know me. Look, man, I'm the crazy old senile man.
Man, you're not that old, bro. You're not that old, man. Why, can you stop saying that today, man? You're not that old, bro. You know what I mean? R.I.P. to Sean Connery, man, who was lucky enough to live to see 90 years old. He would be considered. I don't even think that was old. But shout out to him and all the success and everything. His family, man, everything. Shout out. I respected that brother. Watched a lot of his stuff. That's what's up. I didn't even know, man. But it's we want to get into that. But man, you're not old until you're lucky enough to see years like that. You know what I mean?
Hey, bro. That's my excuse, and people believe it. So when I mess up, I'm like, look, man, I'm old, and they're like, oh yeah, poor Moss. He's
feel
old.
You. Hey, Rock and Clive, they do it too, man. This old talk, man. It's cool though. It's cool.
I love it. The old dirty blasters in the house. What's going on, Rock and Clive, man? Hey, yo. Here's where I come down on that, though, Storm. Very interesting takes from both of y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not doing this because I want my job saved here, but I'm leaning a little bit more towards you. I get where Rev is coming from, though, because here's the problem that I think Rev is trying to avoid. And when we open up phone lines, we'll let him elaborate on it. And I'm interested to hear his take if he can call in. But I think what Rev is pointing to is this nature that is out there in the gaming community where people like to brag about stuff and be like, I full RDNA 2. I got the haptic feedback in my controller. When Bethesda dropped this game, we're going to do this. When God of War. People in this console war state of mind or with their console argument chips love to brag about stuff that they were told about, but they don't have in their hands. And Stadia operates differently. Stadia ain't willing to talk to you about nothing until they're ready to drop it. And that does not feed the console war battle. So because they don't feed the console war battle, people get dismayed, people get upset and all that other stuff. And I think what Rev is trying to say is like, look, until it's ready, Don't even think about it, because what happens is we want to feed that console war nature in us to go and say, well, Stadia is the new kid on the block and we're already doing this. And Rev is like, don't feed that nature. With that being said, this is why I'm leaning with you, Storm, on this. Look, like you perfectly pointed out, Stadia Cast done already highlighted the conversation they had with the cats. It's already in development. Stadia talked about this last year. We know things, we see things now starting to roll out more and more and more and more. Stadia ain't stupid. They're not rushing anything, but they ain't stupid. They realize that the 4K 60 capabilities and the ray tracing, all the other stuff, that gets more popular in gaming, that they gotta have it as well. So with that being said, and when you connect all those dots, Storm, the steamroll that they're doing and rolling out things now and all this other stuff and everything that you just alluded to earlier, I think it's sooner rather than later. I'm with you on that part, but I get where Rev is coming from and I get why.
Got you. Now, and like I said, I listen to, oh man, I love it. Because for one, we know Rev. You know what I'm saying? I talk to the brother all the time, y'all, all the damn time, man. We just had a conversation about Sekiro yesterday. You know, so he knows what's up, man. It's just two sides to the coin, and that's something that we have to be mindful of at all times when we're talking about the things that we talk about. So, hey, it was an interesting take, man. Shout out to AMD. 6000 series is ready for war.
Shout out to Eddie Player One in the house.
Shout out to Eddie Player One in the building, man. You know, I was gonna get to it. I just made Squid a part of the mod squad and Cloud Gamer 201. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, Cloud Gamer 201.
Always showing up, showing love, and doing content himself. Check him out. So moving right along, right?
Well, okay, before we move, can I highlight what Eddie says?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, do that.
He said, even if it's not what Rev wanted to say, I signed my name on what you just explained, MM2K. So yeah, that's what I said. I get from both sides. I think that's a great point, Eddie. I get both sides definitely, and yeah, I think that's the problem. Is that right now we want to get in that? We're tired of being made fun of, and we want to be able to spew our rhetoric. And Stadia just ain't feeling that need. Which do they have to? As long as we get the good games and we're having a good time playing it, let's just stay away from that muck. Trust me. As someone that came in this game on the creme side, we don't need that right now. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that in our lives right now. Let's just enjoy these games and have a good time watching this platform grow. Definitely.
All right, now check this out. There was something else that I saw. Oh, wrong yet. Wrong yeah is in the building. It's really yeah. He pronounces it yeah. You know what I mean? But we like to say yay. I like yay. So either one, y'all. Yeah. But I call him Yeezy. Wrong Yeezy is in the building, man. Wrong Yeezy's always showing love and support. Should Wrong Yeezy get the mod squad treatment? Now I want you to think. Think carefully about it. Think carefully about it, man.
Can we trust him, y'all? What do y'all think? I mean, wrong.
Hey, vote 1 if he deserves the treatment. Yep. The mod squad treatment. Vote 2 if that is a hell to the negative. You know what I mean? 1 or 2 for Wrong Yeezy, who's been showing a lot of love. He's been showing up. Everybody's watching everybody's content, man. Heavy in the chat. You know, heavy out there on Twitter in the streets. You know, supporting Stadia, even though we know how he could be sometimes. But come on, man. What do y'all think? 1. Stadia Dosage News says 1.
Yep.
All right, we'll wait for that to unfold, and then we'll come back, and then we'll go ahead and highlight the brother if he makes it, if he's lucky enough. The next thing. Hey, let's get into the tweet, man. We don't have to dance around in the sugarcoat and tiptoe and all that stuff, man. Let's get back to the tweet. The tweet was a volcanic eruption to the Stadia community and beyond, man. Like, it was just, oh, man. Earthquake magnitude 9.7, man. I mean, wow. The tweet could have single-handedly killed Stadia as a platform.
Yeah.
M2K, I ask you again, think carefully. Think, not think. Mm-hmm. Think carefully. You know what I'm saying? Think carefully, man, about what you're about to say, because this right here is this is a touchy one, bro.
Yep.
Can we put it to rest now is the question, or should we keep our eyes open on it?
let me without being too long-winded, let me tell you what I saw.
Okay. Now, before you go, I did see one thing in the street. There was an article that I did because I searched for it yesterday, and I did see one article kind of like hinting at the fact that the tweet came up. But I had already said that we will see evidence. We'll see some remnants of that off and on as
We'll see some residue.
ammo. Yeah, some residue. Yeah, go ahead. I like how you put that. Go ahead though.
Yeah. I want to say, okay, so here's why I'm going to say what I'm going to say. The answer is it needs to be put to bed. Here's why. I think what we do sometimes is we, the gaming nerds, the people that sit here that are on Sml Podcast, look, I love Storm. I love myself too. I love all of y'all. But we got to understand that we're cut from a different cloth than the general gamer. Scram Punks that you guys heard of that we used to do with Dirk Briggity originated as a show that was done by me and a guy by the name of TRS. And the purpose of the show was that I was the gaming nerd, TRS was the casual, and I was using TRS as a catalyst to help the gaming nerds understand the habits of the casuals, because I would be listening to these podcasts and they'd be like, well, gamers are going to do this and gamers are going to do that. And I'd be like, no, y'all just don't know the half, right? And so then, and the dynamic of the show ended up changing, whatever. But that was what Scram Punks was originally about. That being said, we often misconstrue our habits and conflate them with the casuals. Most casuals don't even though Dr. Disrespect sent that into a whirlwind, most casuals don't know who Dr. Disrespect is. Or if they know who he is, they can't relate to what he does. They could give two rat monkey behinds about game streaming. So if Google separated themselves from this guy, which that news that they've separated themselves from that went out just as lightning fast as the comment itself. And the average gamer don't even stream. Like a casual ain't gonna say, "Oh, how dare you mess with my game streaming?" They don't do that. They don't do this. Like even when I started it and I tried to explain it to my casual friends, they laugh. They laugh. And what I had to do to get them to stop laughing was show them a stream with, I can't remember who it was, where the person had grossed like $900 during the stream. And they said, "Oh, I didn't know you could do," but they'll still never do it. They're casual gamers. So me understanding that dynamic, and then me following tracking, meaning I was looking at stories, utilizing our sources that we have with Broadband Bullies and whoever, to see how well stories that were out there, how they were tracking with readers. And the reading tracking wasn't high. It wasn't even higher than the Humankind demo stories. Mm-hmm. The Humankind demo stories were tracking higher than the stories about that tweet. And then lastly, Storm, what I did is I went to all other social medias. I went to YouTube, Facebook, whatever, just did regular searches and got nothing substantial about this getting a lot of attention. With that being said, that's why we did our subsequent show. That's why we got the homie Noah on there, and we did a lot of, coming to reality type thing. But it's safe to say that this thing got a lot of heat on Twitter. It did blow up on Twitter, but I think without us looking at from 5,000 feet, we thought it was bigger than what it was, but we're not realizing that, hell, Xbox, PlayStation, they have, faux pas that have a lot more tweets behind them. You know what I'm saying? Yep. They're more recognized names, so they stick with people longer, and they're about subject matters that relate more to the average gamer. The average gamer just can't relate to streaming. That was the biggest thing that I think people misunderstood. They think that because Twitch has a lot of people watching it, that means, like, Twitch has how many people watching it? Like 50 million people or something like that. It might be higher. I could be wrong. There could be like 100 million people, Storm. But at the end of the day, there's 1 billion gamers. So if you take even 200 million to 1 billion gamers, it's a small slither of the pie, and it doesn't relate to the average gamer. You know what I'm saying? And we got to understand that we are the 5%. We are cut from a different cloth. Not saying it's not important, and not saying that the 5% don't generate a lot of revenue, but sometimes we think that we're bigger on the stratosphere than we actually are. And when we realize when we aren't, when it comes to everything, then I think these things will land better as far as our expectations are concerned.
All right, so it's safe to put it to rest for now.
Yes, it is. And I did promise that I wouldn't talk too long, but you know I'm a liar.
Hey, man, it's all right. Thanks for the confirmation and all that stuff. And, hey, let's go back to the voting, man. All right? As you can see, there's a lot of ones out here. So, with that being said.
Gotta do it, brother.
Wrong Yeezy, if you could take a stand.
Yep.
All right?
Yep. He even put
Wrong
all
Yeezy,
now.
repeat after me. I will be a loyal Stadian. And will never put the dagger in my brothers and sisters' back. I say one more time, I will be a loyal Stadian and will never put a dagger in my brothers and sisters' back. All right? If you could do that, you are now. Now, let me kid. Hey, let me stop playing, man. You are now a moderator, and I like the name change, Wrong Yeezy, but feel free to go back to Wrong Yeah if you want to, or Wrong Yay. You know, I like it, man. With the picture and everything, it just does what it does. So right now, I'm about to you are now a moderator just like that. Everybody Woo! Give it up, man. Round of applause for our newest member, Wrong Yeezy. All right. All right, here we go.
Round of applause.
All right. So you never know what you're going to get on SML, man. MM2K doesn't know. We spend a lot of time early before the show arguing and stuff like, man, hold on, Storm. You don't want to put that in there because that's going to be 30 minutes, man, if we talk about that. This right here might be 5 minutes. And, you know, so we shake our fists at the window and at each other sometimes, but we end up producing a show that we hope you all enjoy, you know. Now, next thing. Let's get into the games. You feel like talking some games, man?
Yeah, let's talk some games, man.
All right. Before we go November pro games, I think it's only fair to go back and recap October, right? And all the good things that happened. So without further ado, I'm going to try to switch over. If you could pull up the link.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to try to switch over to the most cam. Hold on.
Yep.
If I hope I hit the right button. Hold on 1 second. There you have it. Can you let the people know, you know, plug the site and everything?
All right. This is 9 to 5 Google. Shout out to 9 to 5. 9 to 5 Google in the house. And this site says Stadia, save state, October 20th, this month in Google Stadia video. There's a video included with this. And what this talks about is all the stuff that happened with Google Stadia in the month of October. They talk about the October releases. And then they also give us the information on the November games that was revealed to us within October. And here it goes right here. Let me do this. Let me make it bigger for all of those. I want to see that. All right. Here we go. Yeah.
Because I know in October, just to make it easy for you so you don't have to go through all of this stuff, but I know we have to keep in mind that Dead by Daylight dropped in October. Human Fall Flat. A game that my son absolutely loves, thinks it's hilarious, but I really can't get down with it like that. I like the physics and all that stuff, the wonky nature of it, but I don't know. Ray Sherrod did a nice stream. Check that out, y'all. It's over on this channel. I am just too hardcore, I think, at the moment for Human Fall Flat. At the moment.
Can you do me a huge favor? I got to take care of something real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Just 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Nah, do your thing. Okay, so Human Fall Flat, dope game. A lot of people love it. Maybe I need to put more time into it, and I'll love it the same way. Super hot. Mind control delete. All right. And while he's doing that, let me go back to the gameplay now. It's going to start it over, but it's all right. Super hot mind control delete was the new addition to the game. Super hot that had already dropped. Lara Croft, Temple of Osiris, a game that I actually love. I think it's beautiful. Celeste, a fun, amazing, challenging platformer type of a game. I love that one. I remember Stadia Rev talking about this before I even knew what the heck it was. And Yotun or Jotun, however you want to pronounce that. Another great game that I'm actually absolutely loving. Now, there are some titles that's leaving the platform, y'all, very soon. And I just wanted to throw this out there so that you all don't miss out if you haven't claimed them yet. And that's Just Shapes and Beats, Metro Last Light Redux, Strange Brigade, and this is all in this article on this site, you know, 9 to 5 Google. I appreciate the breakdown that they gave of everything. They just put everything perfectly in a little basket for myself and others to check it out. And West of Loathing is leaving soon. So make sure you claim those if you are a Stadia Pro subscriber, or if you're new to the platform. Claim those games. Don't miss out. Now let me pull you all back up so I can see what the chat is saying. And there were some other things that happened in October, man. So many that I can't even, in no particular order, man. We had tandem mode or whatever, where you could connect two different controllers, even controllers from other platforms, man. Had them sync together and play Stadia that way. For all you mobile people that loves mobile gaming and playing Stadia on your mobile devices, you know me, I'm big screen storm, 4K'd out. So I mainly play with the CCU on my 65-inch Samsung Q80T television. I also had the 55-inch KS8000 from Samsung in 2016, this 2016 model. Also 4K HDR and all that good stuff. So I'm loving it, man. I'm just loving my experience with that, But you could also now game on LTE connections, right? Without the need for the experimental option that Stadia introduced not too long ago, where you can go in and select experiment. You can check that off and you can try the experimental features. And I know Chase was just saying something early, like yesterday, like not too long ago. I know it wasn't too long ago. May have been a few days ago when we were on PUBG, or sometime last week, whenever it was. But we were on PUBG, and he realized that there was something different. And now I'm beginning to think maybe it has something to do with this change, like the LTE, which this new option or whatever it is for LTE connections. I think they reduced the amount of bandwidth that it takes to play Stadia or whatever, like the amount of data that's consumed to like 2.5, I think it says. If MM was still here, we'll pull back up the most can, but obviously he has something to do. So we're going to go ahead and keep it moving, y'all. Now, with that said, we're going to go back up. Stadia Revolution said they are leaving Stadia Pro, not the platform as a whole. Yeah, they're leaving Stadia Pro. My bad. They're leaving Stadia Pro. I want to clarify that. All right. So you need to claim those bad boys just like you would anything else, like a Game Pass or whatever. But the difference is, as Bibbidi Bop told us, that once the games are going from Game Pass and PS Now, if you don't have them, that's SOL time. Whereas on Stadia, you can claim them and continue to play them anytime you would like to. Let's see here. Ooh, donation sent. If anyone else can afford some, please show some love for this amazing show. People, I will say it right now. I appreciate Hell Monkey, man. See, things like this makes me want to do something special for the people that even thought about that. I don't ask anybody to donate anything. Don't donate, especially if you can't. But Hell Monkey, man, I appreciate that most definitely. Whatever you all know, if we have anything, we'll try to give it to our viewers with the giveaways and all that stuff. If we have it, we're trying to give it back in some form or fashion. Because I'm fortunate enough to be in a position where, man, I can grab a couple things like this TV and other things like that, man. And I was fortunate, blessed enough to win the Creator Fund, for the Black Content Creator Prize Fund that was announced by Unit 2 and Creator. Man, so I'm just and that I can already tell you. MM2K and myself, we had plans, big plans, y'all. I know all the people that helped, that was play testers. I know I said I was going to do something. I haven't forgot about y'all. Just remember, November is coming up. The 19th is coming up. It's all I'll say. All right, keep that in mind. But look, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the likes. If you're not a subscriber, if you could sub today. I normally don't ask for these things. You can go back every episode, no matter what show I'm on. You'll never hear me asking too hard for subscriptions. And none of that stuff, because I just love bringing this to you all, having fun at whatever time we can do it together, y'all. That's what it's about for me, man. And with that being said, we're going to move right along, all right? Now, MM2K is not here, but it doesn't matter because y'all know me. I like to hijack people's shows. If you leave me on the microphone and you happen to step away, shame on you, because I'm going to take over the show. So the next topic that we have for you all before we go to live calls and all that good stuff is Sekiro or Sekiro. However you want to pronounce that. The October pro games we just talked about, the November pro games are coming up. And I'll wait for MM to get back so we can go into that list. But let's talk Sekiro for a minute. This game is a game that won in 2019 got Game of the Year, as you all may know. But it's one of these games that's absolutely spectacular. That's what's up, bro. We're talking Sekiro right now, and then we'll bounce back to the November pro games, right?
Okay. Okay.
But I just gave a big shout out to Hell Monkey, man, who said he sent a donation, man. MM2K.
Yeah, shout out to Hell Monkey, man. Thank you, brother.
And we typically don't really ask because we're gonna do this anyway. We do it for the love, we do it for the informational piece and all that stuff, man. We do it for the fun.
We trying to give to y'all, but we appreciate it. Definitely.
I said the same damn thing, man. So I'm glad you backed that. Now, here's the deal. Sekiro. I don't want to ask you because I'm afraid of your answer and what it might be. So to all the people who actually, and I was on a live stream with my homie Rev, man, and I know Rev, man, good dude, man. I was on his show, and I was so convinced that Rev would not try Sekiro. I thought he was going to be afraid of it, MM2K in chat, and everybody that be watching. I thought he was going to say, oh, hell no, I'm not playing that game and embarrass myself. That game, I heard that game is challenging. It's super challenging. It's hard. I don't like that Project Storm. But Rev took on the challenge, man, during one of his on his channel. We did a show, Revolutionary Storm Reconnected. And he actually said, I said, Rev, man, if you can promise me that you'll play the game within 24 hours, I'll buy the damn game for you. Now, this was before I knew that it was going to be $38.99 or whatever the price is, right? It's not $60, which I was very surprised about because the game is still worth $60 if you ask me on every platform. Yeah. So I went ahead and bought the game.
According to PlayStation, it's worth $60. They ain't dropped the price there. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm a man of my word, man. I went ahead. I sent the game to my brother. I got the game for my brother. He booted it up. He's on that Sekiro. And I let him tell the story if he calls in about how that's going and everything. But I'm a man of my word, man. For everybody that was in there, I think Hell Monkey and Spaceman and other people were in there. I went ahead and copped that game, man, for Rev. And Rev was like, man, should I send this out? I said, nah, man, you don't have to do all that. But but that's the humble nature of the brother. That's the character of the man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I just want to throw this out there because it's very important, man. You might see us out on Twitter, MM yelling and stuff like that. That doesn't mean that MM don't care about butterflies and ladybugs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that doesn't mean
He's
that
telling it all today, y'all. He's giving out all my secrets.
Yo, if you see Project Storm out here and I'm getting loud and I'm riding with my team and I'm defending everybody in the community that has not done anything wrong, if I'm doing stuff like that, that doesn't mean that I don't like caterpillars and rainbows and stuff, man. All right, check this out. MM, so let's get into the November games, man. I'm going to go ahead and put the can back up. Are you good right now?
I'm good, brother. It should still be up.
Okay, I switched it.
9 to 5 Google, shout out to them.
Yeah, let me switch it back real quick. 1 sec.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Upcoming games for November right on the screen.
Yep. So,
now,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, because I broke down all the other stuff like the other things that they can find on the site. But November pro games, right? Which are you most excited for when you look at a list like this?
I'm most excited for Risk of Rain 2. And I'm not most excited for it because I now get to get it. Me and Storm already have it. And if you're not part of the PNTS Network Patreon, where you didn't see me and Storm playing this, you probably need to join that Patreon. It's $1 and a dream for our for our general content and for our Stadia War Room content that we have specific to our Stadia community. It maxes out at $3 a month, so it's not breaking the bank or anything like that. But with that being said, we did something for our Patreon supporters, and we did a special stream. And Storm, I don't know what your thoughts are on that game, but to me, the vast majority of $60 games that I've seen in a while, this game is better than that. And it was only $20. So even though I spent $20 on it, I'm not going to be one of these people out here that are like, oh man, see, I shouldn't have got the game. That's not going to be me. I supported the devs. This is a hell of a game. It was worth every penny and some. This game can get away to me at $30, $40. But I'm excited that despite how great this game is, and despite that I already have it, it now will be available to the masses. I mean, the whole lineup is quality to me, but I'm really excited of Risk of Rain 2 and people getting access to it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the game is just... It's sad that we don't have enough time in these days right now, man. With thousands of games at our disposal, we lose focus. Attention is hard to place on these games in the fashion that it should be placed. Man, Risk of Rain 2, pleasant surprise. I mean, the amount of things that's going on screen at one time, when you think about the fact that this being streamed to us from somewhere, wherever it is, the data centers are, man, it's just ridiculous, man. Like, that's all I'll say. But anything else on the list that you're seeing that you...
I think they're all... I mean, if I'm looking at games that I'm going to play, I mean, just to... now that Hello Neighbor is out there, I mean, I might get out of World or whatever, just to see what all the buzz is about. But the games that stick out most to me is Sundred, Risk of Rain 2, and Sniper Elite 4. Those are the ones that you'll likely see MM2K give a shot.
Okay,
Risk of Rain 2
Sundred is one I'm looking forward to. I'm glad you started with that one because that's one that's looking like hot fire. But go ahead.
Yes, and I was gonna say Risk of Rain 2 is the one I'm definitely gonna play, but Sundered and Sniper Elite 4, those are, along with Risk of Rain 2, are the ones that you'll definitely see me playing in my rotation.
All right, and for me, it'll probably be all of them. I wanted to try Republic, man. Sniper Elite 4. We've been talking about this one forever, and luckily we got we got Zombie Army Dead War or whatever. Zombie Army 4 or whatever it's called. I'm sorry. Sekiro, man. Sekiro Major, 60 FPS. That this game performs so well, it blows my console version out of the water because it keeps a consistent locked 60 FPS, man. And that's awesome. Huge when it comes to in games where timing is everything. And then just think about this, y'all. Now, I know we were trying to figure out the whole publisher thing because on the site, I know you were talking to Eddie about it on Thursday, that it says that From Software is the publisher, right? But we know that Activision was the original publisher, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was the publisher on everywhere else except on Stadia. And I don't know what that means because Activision is still involved in the distribution of this game in some shape, form, or fashion. So do they own the IP or something like that? So people don't be dismayed because you don't see Activision publishing this game. Maybe Activision, to cut down on speculation, said, no, we're going to let, what's the name, self-publish this game. We're not going to publish it. Whatever the case may be, Activision is watching. So what I'm about to say is going to be very unpopular. But if you want to see Activision games come to this platform sooner rather than later, I'm in the mind, and again, this isn't popular, but I know Bobby Kotick. I've been following this guy for the last 15 years, if not longer. You better pick up Sekiro.
Sekiro.
You better pick up Sekiro.
And I said it a while back. No matter how you want to pronounce it, Sekiro, Sekiro or Sekiro, doesn't matter. It just opens up the door. Remember what Ubisoft did when they dropped Division 2 on our heads. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Now Bungie and whatever they might be working on in the future, that relationship that's been built, I could see them bringing their future games without any hassle or without much fuss or hassle because they're seeing what the platform is capable of. We're seeing so many games dropping on the platform now that I think we could start to say that the devs and publishers did indeed sign up and buy into it like they indicated before Stadia kicked off, when they said about 4,000 developers and publishers or devs or whatever were interested in the platform at that point. And they had a hard time pretty much managing everything. So we could see what games continuing to drop, that Stadia is not dead. It has more games than you can shake a stick at. All of us have backlogs right now. If you're a pro member, or if you just jumped on, you still have access to tons of dozens of games. So we don't have to harp on that. People already know. That's just a given fact right there. The Gardens Between. I got a chance to look at this a brief trailer on YouTube, and that gameplay looks like something I would be willing to definitely try.
Oh, cool.
You got to check it out if you haven't, Joe. I mean, I wish we could play it right now, but we're gonna move on because we want to open up the line for for live phone calls and check some yappers and stuff like that. If we don't have any, we'll come back to some of these topics. So, moving right along. Did you want to say anything else about that, or anything else?
No, great. Look, I don't know if we have on the docket to talk about October as a whole.
Yeah, we did, and I kind of briefly went through it. But what's your thoughts on all of it?
I'm gonna say this real quick, man. I mean, we got to remember what came out in October.
Dead by Daylight, Human Fall Flat, all that stuff. Super Hot, Mind Control, Delete, Lara Croft,
Baldur's Gate, right?
Baldur's Gate, and I forgot about those. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like Baldur's Gate. What else? What else, man? It was MM2K is so much, bro. So much.
Dare I say this, that as far as having new arrivals coming to the platform, I want to say that I think that Stadia had the biggest month as far as the new arrivals that came to the platform. Because if you look at it this way versus its current gen counterparts, even if the games were on the current gen counterparts beforehand, it plays better on Stadia. Did I say that live on air? Yes, I did. It plays better on Stadia. Sekiro. Like Storm just told y'all why it plays better. So I think that October, and then to cap it all off with a bow on top, we had one of the biggest games of 2020 on our platform. You can't get it on PlayStation. You can't get it on Xbox. And that's Baldur's Gate 3. Ripping it up on the charts, baby, in early access. So dare I say that out of all the platforms, I think Stadia, as far as quality is concerned, had the biggest month. And I don't think we're saying, and again, I'm not trying to get into console war rhetoric, but I just want to put everything out there on the table as far as transparency for those value gamers that are looking and saying, hey, is this Stadia platform viable for me? When you put everything up against each other, we got to think about it, guys. I think Stadia, value-wise and quality-wise, had the biggest month out of all the platforms. I'm sorry.
Well, and I don't disagree with you, man. If you look at everybody in this community right here knows what the deal is. I mean, the games are just dropping over and over and over and over and over. So I think it's safe to say that we're going to be seeing 5+ games throughout the rest of 2020, man. November, December.
Absolutely.
Well, November you already see, but December as well. I don't know if they'll maintain that into 2021, but we'll see. I think again, it shows all those developers that signed up their games. If they're, I'm not gonna say if they're smart, but if they are thinking about how they can reach another audience, then I think it's wise to get your game on Stadia. Where there's no downloads, no fuss, no hassles, and with the technology that Stadia has at its disposal, man, I think it makes sense for them to go ahead and do that. But with all that said, we're gonna go ahead and move, and then we could take. What time is it? What time do you have, man? 12:17.
We got like a quarter after 12. So yeah, we could do one more, and then we'll open it up to everybody.
Actually, we can open it up now because
we'll open it now.
Yeah, the rest of the show will be dedicated to the chat and then whatever other topics that come up, and live calls and of course yappers if they left any.
All right, y'all. So I'm gonna drop this in the chat. I'm dropping this all in the chat right now. If you want to do live phone calls, or yappers. What you want to do is call in to 724-739-3612.
You was about to give me the real phone number, wasn't you?
I was about to give him the real phone number. Y'all was about to get man.
It's
good Lord.
Good. I would have said spam him. Spam him with calls.
Spam the hell out of it. Actually. PNT, or if you want to leave us a yapper direct from your computer or from your device, go to pntsnetwork.com. # PNTS main Yappa, and you can leave us a voice message there, or a video message, or if you are part of that the Stadia War Room exclusive room that's in the PNTS Network Patreon, just go and leave us a comment there, and we'll read it from there. So those are your 3 ways to communicate with us, and we'll play your message. Oh, we got a phone call. Hold on
Wasn't
one
long.
second. It didn't take long, baby. Hello, you're live with Storm and MM2K. Who is it that we're talking to? And let us know what you want to talk about our good friend.
Well, first of all, my ears were burning the whole time that I was sitting here watching this live.
And that's what we wanted.
Stadia Rev,
That's
let's
what we
go.
wanted.
So,
Wait, Rev, you got extra time today?
I felt like my name was like mentioned somewhere.
It was several times, bro. Several times, man. We got to bring it out there,
I'm getting an
Rev.
echo on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't hear it.
I'm getting an echo on my phone for some
You're
strange
getting an
reason.
echo? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know y'all mentioned my tweet earlier about the Gen 2 thing. I just want to just clarify that a little bit.
All right.
You know, the whole thing was is hello?
Yeah, we here.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. Yeah, I heard some.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it too.
Y'all remember Empire Strikes Back, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where Yoda was training Luke.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, for years I've watched this one. That always to the future, this guy, his mind.
Right.
Never his mind on where he was, what he was doing. And, you know, basically the whole lesson from that is enjoy the now.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on the now, what you got in front of you. You know, always looking into the future. It's like, yeah, that's great. And it's fun to speculate and wonder. But when that speculation turns to expectation, that's where the disappointment comes in. And since that whole situation happened on Stadia Cast, and shouts out to Stadia Cast, Bill and Lloyd and all of that, they do a great show. Ever since that was brought up, that's been the nonstop obsession, the nonstop conversation, the nonstop everything. And it's like, we're not going to get any word on that until Google says, hey, this is what we're doing. And even then, I don't even think that they're going to actually do that. I think they're just going to just quietly upgrade the platform and keep adding things to it in the background. And so it's like, we want to get hyped for Gen 2, and that's great. I'm in that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that same mindset, but at the same time, I'm like, well, until there's something to say or something for us to go on, then let's curtail the everything that happens is going to be some Gen 2 announcement, you know?
Yep.
It's like we don't know when they plan on doing that. They could do it sometime this year. They could do it sometime next year. They could do it sometime in the next 2 years. We don't know. So we can worry about what they're doing now, what we got now. Enjoy the games we got now. Enjoy the platform as it is now, because as I always say, the current version that we're playing is the worst version we're ever going to play, because the next version is going to be a whole lot better.
Interesting.
And they're always adding something to it. You know, the version of Stadia that we got right now in October is way better than the version of Stadia that we had in September, or even right now, 2 weeks ago. Right? So we need to step back just a little bit from that. You know, not everything is, well, if they're going to get the Gen 2 blades, you know, then they're going to, you know, that this game is going to play better once they get the Gen 2 blades. You know, it's like, oh, God, stop.
Rev, I got a question for you. Do you think that people want this to come out overnight because of what I was hinting to earlier, that they want to have something in the argument chips, as I like to say?
Yeah, I was just thinking the same.
Yeah, you know what? I don't really see that from the community. I think they just want it because it's been mentioned, and that's something new and shiny. Mm-hmm. As far as like the console war thing, I haven't seen that from the community posts or anything that's been talking about it. I think it's just more so, hey, they meant that it was mentioned of that it exists and there's something, so I want it now. Mm-hmm. And we got to allow them the time to make that happen for us, as opposed to, you know, constantly going on saying, well, we want it, and they're going to announce it at this event. They're going to announce it at that event. They're going to announce it at this event, because that's what we were talking about with good stuff. People were saying and speculating, oh, they're going to announce Gen 2. They might announce Gen 2. We got to see if they're going to announce Gen 2. They're not going to announce Gen 2. Maybe for the anniversary, maybe not. I think we should just, like I said, I think we should just pump the brakes on that just a little bit and let them show us what they're going to do.
Yeah, I don't think
and let them show the cards.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think we're going overboard for the people that do think that way. I think that we should know right now.
Going overboard.
Yeah, and I'm just saying we should know by now
going
that.
Overboard. No.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying.
I don't want that to be misconstrued. I'm not saying people are going overboard about it. It's a source of frustration.
Right.
When you know that it's out there, and you're not able to use it or have it, and people are constantly, speculating without any real information, to back that up. So it's like, okay, we need, like I said, just pump the brakes on that a little bit. Enjoy this version of Stadia that we got right now, because that version is great and it's only going to get better, Gen 2 or not.
Now,
you see what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Storm. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say real quick. I definitely understand, and that's why I picked the fight today. You know what I'm saying? So we can get on here and talk about it. So we can go ahead and rope you right on in case you was thinking about not calling in. But look, but I do understand your point, man. And it's some people might think like you, and so that's why it's important to hear from both angles what the situation and the deal is now, according to us, and how we feel about things now. On the other side, I just
don't get me wrong. I'm hyped for Gen. I'm hyped for whatever.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying.
If that's what they label it,
Yeah, but I know exactly what you're saying.
That next version, upgraded version of Stadia is.
Yeah, Dr. Spaceman just said right here, and it makes perfect sense, right? Says it's already challenging the next gen systems as is, right? But that's what makes it.
That it is.
That's what makes it more bananas, though. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that they could, the partnership with AMD, and they're talking like, eventually in the future. I think if they never said that, then people might not be talking about this right now, that it might not be capable. But the reminders from StadiaCast and other little Easter eggs and stuff that we're starting to find that could be a sign that it could be coming, like ray tracing stuff. Here's the thing. I don't lose sleep over it. I don't get super hype about it. I'm not guaranteeing that it's coming in November or December. I really think at the end of the day, it's going to be next year alongside, when whatever Google TV or new generation of Google TV or whatever they decide to drop or next model, then I think it's going to be packaged. All of that's going to be packaged together somehow. But I don't know, but it's good to talk about.
My thing is, I think that they're working on the optimization for that and possibly a new user interface with that, because the current one definitely needs some work on the update side, and maybe the Chromecast Ultra is just not capable of having that type of user interface for us, and then maybe that's why they announced that the support for Stadia on the Chromecast with Google TV is going to come next year, because they're probably working on that next version of it. Maybe, we don't know, but I would, that's kind of where my speculation goes. And I think that kind of aligns with yours, Storm, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Now, but real quick, before we're not kicking you off, but can you let the people know how you feel about Sekiro, man? But keep it clean, though. Keep it clean, Rev. Because I know it's Sekiro. I know what it could do to people. I know what it could do. Sekiro, again, I'm saying Sekiro,
that game is awesome, man. But first of all, let me tell you something.
What's up?
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead and tell me.
You mistake me as a gamer, yo.
Oh, you're not a gamer? I thought you had this vast knowledge of Nintendo.
No, I said you mistake me as one. You know what I'm saying? You mistake my level of gaming. You know what I'm saying?
So basically I'm under.
I participate in games that I play.
Okay.
Sekiro is right up my alley.
Bro, have you ever completed? Hold on. Let me stop you. Have you ever completed a From Software game? Ever?
A From Software game? I don't pay attention to the publisher.
Hey man, don't beat around the bush, bro.
I can dig it.
Have you completed a From Software title? I have completed 2. That's Bloodborne.
He said, man, I'm
sorry, I lied. I just lied. I'm halfway through.
See, I didn't play that game.
I'm
You got to
halfway
remember that I have a gaming gap of a few years. You know what I'm saying? Stadia is the thing that brought me back to gaming. But
That's what's up.
life situations were what they were. I couldn't game as much as I wanted to. I was going at 1 year. I was for 2015, 2016. I was going to school, going to work in the daytime, working 8 hours, and going to school at night for 4 hours every single day. No gaming time, and I had an Xbox One at that time. I had to get rid of that in 2017. I had no time. So
Hey, Rev,
I didn't buy all the games that I needed, and I was going through a bunch of different stuff at that time. So even a couple years before then, I was dealing with a lot of stuff, and when I had my 360 and stuff, I didn't get all of those games.
All right, I understand all that, but listen,
a lot.
Let's get right into it though.
When
Check it out.
I was gaming, I was playing a lot.
All right, let's just get into
hardcore type games and stuff like that.
All right, let's get into it though. All right, I don't think that you're gonna get past the first boss. Now, I'm not talking about the dude that you're on right now, the samurai. Not to spoil anything, we wouldn't spoil anything here on this show. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think you're gonna get past the first actual boss, Rev. Now, let me know if it happens. I don't think you have what it takes. That's all I'm saying, bro. Not to come at you, but that's just how I feel. MM2K knows. I always talk about, hey, on commission. Hey, look, on the commission podcast. Hey, Rev, on the commission podcast, bro, I came at everybody's necks, man. Bunny, Peach, MM2K. Hey, yo, I want y'all to step it up. The chat, I'm coming at everybody right now, asking you all, post a picture if you play Sekiro and you've made it to once you defeat the first main boss, the big boss, take a picture. You know what I'm saying? Send me a screenshot and put it on Twitter. Send it to my DM or something. I don't think anybody in the community has what it takes. Is all I'm saying. Except me.
You don't got faith in the community, son. That's kind of a problem.
All right, well then it's a challenge. Then let it be a challenge. All I'm saying is I'll send you the screenshot when I do it. I drop my footage out there. But look, we don't want to be selfish and hog up the show for anybody else that wants to call in. But if nobody else calls in, call back, Red.
I'm getting back on that game today, and I'm about to die a bunch of times fighting that first samurai dude.
Yep.
And then once I finally get him done, I'll go and kill the boss for you. All right?
All right, do that and send me put the screenshot out on Twitter and tag me on it.
The boss thing probably might not happen today, but I'm saying that's the goal. So
I know it's not going to happen this year. I know it's not going to happen in 2020.
Hey, bruh. Hey, don't let this man talk to you like that, man. Show him. Beat that mug and put it out there and say, well, now what? Hashtag now what?
Once I get it, look, once I get it done, you better believe I'm gonna be talking all my stuff, stuff with the big dogs and all of that. So
gotta do it.
So there's no worries on that end. I'm gonna tag them in every post too.
Look, Squid said I'm working on it. I love the people that's out here keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Look, Hell Monkey's ready to cop the game now. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like half the chat didn't say anything.
Shout out to Hell Monkey, yo. He bought that hoodie that I got out there. You know.
Yeah, that's all love.
He's like, hey, boom, right on the live stream, said, done. He said, got one going out to Scotland. I said, man, that's what's up. So, shouts out to Hell Monkey. He a real one. Yo.
That's all it's about, man. Supporting each other, y'all. I'm talking about, for real, Red. If I don't know if I hit Ray up. I was gonna hit Ray up because I see Ray the guy is up in here. He's Ray's close friend in real life, right? So I was gonna say, man, bring Ray the guy on something, man. Get him on a podcast or something. Like, that's how I think when I see people out here showing love, man. I want everybody to jump into it if you can, y'all. You know what I mean? Call in one day. Surprise the hell out of us, you know?
Do that. But look, I'm going to let y'all go and get back to the show, man. And I'm going to go back to enjoying y'all talking all y'all stuff.
Man, I appreciate you, bro. You know it.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the chat. Happy Halloween, y'all. Eat some candy, kiss your babies, do all of that stuff, man. If you can't go out and get them trick-or-treating and whatnot.
That's right.
It's really crazy times out here.
Yep. Be careful with all that.
Hey, yo. Rev, hashtag now what? When you beat that boss, we gonna wake. I don't care if he's asleep. We gonna wake his ass up.
Hold on. Hold on, cheerleader. Hold on, cheerleader. Why don't you do it? $38.99 is the price. Why don't you do it? MM2K on Stadia, Dosage streams, bro.
Storm, I'm old.
How about
man.
that?
I'm old, man. I don't
want to hear that excuse, man. I don't want to hear it. You out here playing? Hey, you played the hell out of some Marvel Avengers yesterday. I don't want to hear it.
That took all my energy. I had to go lay in the corner and fetal position with my thumb in my mouth. It took everything out of me, man.
Hey,
What's up, Rat?
hey, Storm. When you call her a cheerleader, man, that reminded me of the time I got cussed out by Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I feel
Me
you.
a cheerleader because I heckled him when he was playing a 1-on-1 with Bill Winnington back in '96,
I know.
not '95.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
I remember you saying it. But hey, look, man. Hey, we appreciate you, Red, man. Tell the people what you got going on, man. You doing anything tomorrow?
I just dropped a video recapping the month of October. You know, like a little bit before you guys went live. Shoot, I'm probably gonna do another Stadia Sunday conversation. Probably talking about the pro games and you know what's coming up for the anniversary. Well, not that I know anything is coming up for the anniversary, but just saying,
Right.
you know, setting the stage for that. So
All right.
I'll either do a live stream of that or do a video in the morning or something. So yeah.
Got you, bro. All right. Well, look, as always, man, we definitely appreciate it. Anything you want to throw out there, man?
Hey, I'm Rav. I'm fully with you. Now, I would be part of the challenge too if I didn't expend all my old energy. But I'm with you, brother. You know, hashtag now what, man. So you know, I'm cheerleading for you, bro.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
All right,
hashtag
Rav.
I'll let y'all, man.
All right, man.
All right.
We appreciate you, man.
Peace out.
And there you have it, Stadia Revolution, y'all. This is why we do what we do, man.
Radio Rev, man. Now, I know somebody else was trying to call in. We know the phone lines, people want to bump. Call in right now, baby. Come in now, you know, because the phone lines are hot. Also, don't forget, y'all can leave a yapper, man. Y'all can leave the live yappers. Also, if you don't want to call in.
Do you have an example of the yapper, like how it works that you can play for the people?
No, I got a dope yapper from here. You want to go to the screen?
Let me go to the most can. Hold on.
Now we got a dope yapper we can play that was actually a yapper that someone presented on the Commission podcast. This was a dope yapper.
Oh, we got a live one. You want to take? Let's take this live then and see. All right, let's do that.
Oh, you are live with Storm and Mose. Let us know who we are talking to and what it is that you want to talk about, our good friend.
Hello, it's your friend Squid.
Squid in the building.
Just hanging in there. I'm playing some Sekiro before work.
Oh, hey Squid, can you let the people know where you are right now, man? And if the game is challenging, you have to be 100 though, man. You have to keep it factual, Squid. Is the game challenging? Do you want to break your controller at times?
Yeah, but I've played a lot of Monster Hunter, so I don't know if you guys have played that. So it's really similar to that. And Longsword was my main, so it's perfect for me. But no, I love it, and I mean it is hard, it is challenging. So you got to be patient with what you're doing on it for sure.
That's what's up.
Oh man, I was hiding in this little hut thing and stabbed the snake in the eye. Oh man!
Yeah, don't say too much now, because people, that part right there, ooh wee, don't say too much, because I don't want you to help them out, man. I want to see people struggling, you know.
Let me ask you a question, Squid. How many From Software games have you played and have you beaten?
I guess this would be the first one. I mean, I don't know. I didn't have what's the other one? Bloodborne and
Yep. Okay, gotcha.
I haven't tried it just because I didn't have a PlayStation. I was an Xbox boy, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, Squid, people might not know, man. I mean, oh, my bad. Go ahead. Finish up.
Oh no, that's it. Yeah, I would have tried Bloodborne, but I've seen videos, and I mean that looks challenging too.
All right.
One day, maybe I'll come on the Stadia.
All right, now check this out. Out of all those November pro games, which one are you looking forward to the most for November?
I'd say like Risk of Rain 2 as well, just because then that'll be a nice player base boost for Stadia in general, and then also nice enticing offer for pro members and Sundred?
Yeah, Sundred. Yeah,
that one looks pretty tight. Just with the art style of it, and it's gonna be fun. But the other ones, that's just gonna be nice little backlog games, and then Hello Neighbor, of course, and the Gardens Between and Republic, and then Sniper Elite 4. But mainly the first two, I'm more excited for. The Risk of Rain 2 and Sundred.
Yeah. Hey, what's
those two.
Let me ask you this last question, and then MM can jump in if he has questions. But what are your thoughts on November 19th? What do you feel like you would like to see happen? Or at or before the 1 year anniversary?
At or before the 1 year anniversary. I think if anything, just having that what is it? The Uconnect?
Yeah, Ubisoft Connect. Yep.
For anything.
Yep.
Yeah, because that'll be amazing for Stadia for one. Because then that'll just shut the people up being like, "There's no games on Stadia." Well, look at this. We got all these Ubisoft games now. So, what are you gonna say now? But I mean, there's a lot of games in general now, but it's just, you know what I mean? For those general people, like, there's no games. Well, okay, now you're gonna say once we get Call of Duty, then there's no games, and then get Fortnite, then there's no games.
No
you know
games.
what I mean? It's just gonna be a vicious circle. But
yeah, that's true. Now I said it was gonna be MM's turn, but I lied, man. I got one more question, man.
Liar.
What got you on the platform in the first place, Squid?
It was just funny. Like I said, I got a long story short with my Chromebook. I got it for free from my work, and then I was just like trying to mess around with it, trying to do Linux and do Steam stuff with it, so I could play like Counter-Strike or something on Steam.
Yeah,
and I was like, no, that wasn't gonna work. I had to do all this extra stuff and don't have the memory for it. It's just a little cheap $300 one. And then I saw Stadia, and then at the same time, Stadia had the sale for Division 2, and I always wanted to play that game, and tossed in $10. It was free for the first month, and I was just like, all right, I'll get this free game plus all these other games. It was like $10, $10.62 exactly. And then I waited like 2 months, and then that's when I actually got the expansion. So I actually, sank some time into Division, and then didn't even buy anything else. And like, I'll show you guys my purchase history. But yeah, it's just played it and then bought Division 2 expansion and everything later. But it's mainly because I was trying to play off of this Chromebook, and I was tired of the loading on my Xbox and even on my Switch, to be honest, just downloading the software. So between those two, and then my computer just lost in the past. So it just met me right in the middle, and then I could play it on everything. So that's why I love Stadia, really.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Before I throw out my question, though, because we just hopped all over, we were so happy that you called in, Squid. We just hopped all over, jumped all over your back. Squid, did you have any questions or any comments for us before I ask you my question?
Let's see. What would you guys say was your, I guess, take on just like what you guys are thinking for the next month as well, like for around the 19th or 20th?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
All right, MM, you could take it. Oh, you gave it to me first?
Yeah, I'm going to give it to you first.
Well, I think YouTube streaming, people are out here really asking for it. They wanted it. It was a promised feature. Well, it wasn't. I don't want to say the word promise, but it was a feature that was announced. People look forward to it. They want to jump into it. They can't afford PCs and graphics cards and all this stuff that we need to make this content. So I think just being able to hit a button or two, linking it up with YouTube and being able to go live from Stadia itself would be very beneficial, you know what I mean, to a lot of those people. So I really would like to see that. Now, that's not a guarantee that it's going to happen, but it would be cool if they could somehow surprise everybody with that. Like now, YouTube streaming, because we know with the APK teardowns that people do, especially Jim Stadia in the community, like it's been already, it's being cooked up. So I think that would be the main thing. And then, just a couple other small features like text messaging. And one thing I want to say real quick, I see all the people try to get me to join games to connect with them. Most of the time I'm making content at that time. And if I plug in my headset, it's going to take the audio out of the stream. So I see the invites and stuff popping up, man. It's just hard to catch a brother like me because I bounce over here and I'm on PlayStation. I'm on everything. So I apologize if you all ever try to send me an invite. But those are the things I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, that's some nice stuff there lined up. Exactly, YouTube integration and just the text messaging, of course, as well. Promise feature that should be there. maybe some search action too.
Yeah, MM2K. What about you, man?
Don't want to go too crazy. You know?
Oh,
Yeah, what I'm thinking is, I'm stealing from Storm. I want to see that YouTube integration. I'm hoping that all the stuff that we heard about that's plausible, but that we heard about from prior to launch gets activated. The YouTube integration, crowd play. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Universe, I want to see it in more games. Like I loved if I can go, I'm doing a Division 2 stream. Let me send out a couple of crowd plays to the homie Squid and them. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But what I ultimately want to see, which I think is a good shot, I'm gonna steal this from Squid. See, I stole from Storm. I'm now stealing from Squid.
Go ahead and do it, Thief. They have a game named after you.
Man, Thief of the Night, man. Thief of the Night. It's Ubisoft. Yeah, if we could get Ubisoft by the 19th, Ubisoft Plus by the 19th, that'll be some dope stuff. And I think that'll just blow the lid off of Stadia. I'm a little disappointed. We talked about this last night, but I'm not going to be too negative about it, but because I said my piece already about it. But I'm a little disappointed it's only opening up to those in the U.S. It appears, but it will open the lid at least in the U.S. for a lot of people that want to participate and utilize Ubisoft Plus once it's in that beta. So that's what I'm looking forward to on the 19th. Maybe, and I know I'm gonna piss off Rev with this, but I got to do it. Maybe some Gen 2.0. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say too, because that's the other thing. Like once Ubisoft or Uconnect happens, there's a lot of people that actually just have that, and then that's gonna be just no little entryway for people to try Stadia because they're like, oh man, now I gotta sit here downloading all this for Ghost Recon Wildlands or
Absolutely
Assassin's Creed Unity or something like that, and I gotta download 2080 gigs or something like that. I don't know how big it is, but you know what I mean. They're going to be like, all right, let me just try it on Stadia now just because it's on here and it's an easy platform. Because some people already use GeForce Now, but that's a whole nother topic there. But
Squid, that's major, man, because I heard you say downloads when you talked about how you got into Stadia in the first place, man. People don't understand the convenience. I wanted to try Uplay Plus because I'm hearing that you can just transfer it once you over to Stadia or whatever. So I wanted to try it on PC. And then I thought about it. I said, damn, I still have to download these games. And it made me not even try it. Yeah, I can wait because I don't want to go and download and wait and stuff like that, man. I mean, you could do it. It's not going to kill anybody to download games. But once you try Stadia, it's like, if you don't get spoiled, then I don't know what's going on.
Right. Like, I'm crazy. If you like sitting there downloading and, playing your game the next day, all right, be my guest. I'm gonna be playing my game right now and enjoying it,
exactly, bro.
Resting my thumbs while you still are waiting for this download to finish and update your system. But trust me, I got that's another story. I got a PlayStation 4 for my sister, and man, I was trying to download all these games for her, and we only got one physical game for her, so all the rest were digital. Man, was that a mistake? Trying to download Star Wars, Destiny, Horizons, Spider-Man. Oh man.
Yeah.
All those it took 10 years to download. It didn't even finish. I think we got one of them done. Destiny 2.
yeah, that sucks. It really does suck. Can't lie. But man, we definitely appreciate you, Squid, as always, bro. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much, Squid. Yeah, call in again, man. Definitely great conversation. And really the question that you asked me was the same one I was going to bounce against you, man. So we're all stealing from each other. But no, definitely great call. Thank you for calling, man. And thank you so much for your support, brother.
Oh, yes. I appreciate you guys. And I look forward to, possibly supporting future time here. Just, time off and everything and work. It's been busy. So
absolutely.
I'll be more supportive in the community when I can, but try to do what I can when I can. So I appreciate everything that you guys do, and continue to do this. And I love the live calls a lot. It's really nice for us to kind of interact. It's nice.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, you have a good one, man. Peace out.
That's what's up, Squid. Take it easy.
All right, you guys take care.
All right, that was the homie Squid. Hey, look, before we go any further, though, and shout out to him, we love y'all for all of y'all participation, man. Thank y'all so much. I wanted to say this though, Storm. I think we got breaking news, man.
Hold on, I see Twitter is going crazy or something. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know if it has anything to do with that, but what is the breaking news if you don't mind?
The breaking news that I have, and the reason why it's breaking, I mean, it's not earth shattering, but it kind of relates to something that we talked about last night. If you could go to the most cam, we're going to show the people. Let me know when you got the most cam up. Oh, my God.
Well, hold on one second, my G. Hold on. Don't hype me up for no reason, man. Let's go. Here it is. Boom, bam.
What's up? All right. Let me show y'all. CD Projekt Red stock declines 25% following Cyberpunk 2077's delay. My God.
Whoa.
So let me go to the story. This is coming from Game Rant. It says, following months of uncertainty, reports reveal that CD Projekt Red stock decreased by 25% after numerous delays. It says is currently at the center of hot debate among the gaming community following CD Projekt Red's announcements days ago that Cyberpunk is once again delayed. Although the delay is only for 21 days, it's worth remembering that this is the third time that CD Projekt Red has to postpone the game due to varying reasons. Additionally, reports of crunch have also been surfacing. Blah, 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 blah. Now it appears that uncertainty surrounding the development of Cyberpunk 2077 has now taken its toll on the company as reports reveal that CD Projekt Red share price has decreased by 25% since its peak at the end of August. As reports say, it has been revealed that CD Projekt Red shares price peaked during the announcement of the new Witcher mobile game that has a similar format. But since then, the company's market cap declined 25%, or equivalent to $2 billion, $2.5 billion, whatever that is. That currency. Yeah, man. However, it's worth noting that analysts also predict that the stock will rise as soon as the Cyberpunk 2077 game is released. Given the massive hype for the game, it is almost a guarantee that the upcoming sci-fi RPG will be a roaring hit, which could erase the negative feedback surrounding the game's multiple delays. So the reason why I brought this up is because the homie Eddie Player One had brought this up last night and on SSC Podcast, because a lot of us have been saying, Storm, like, you know, if the game needs more time, just give it more time. But a 25% decrease?
Wow. And see, that's why we started the show off earlier with this, man, because man, bro, like you feel bad for CD Projekt Red because you know their talent level and all that stuff, and you know their hope is to get the game out to all these damn platforms. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to work on multiple platforms at one time. So that's why it's kind of sad and you hate to see it, man. Damn. I don't have anything positive to say. I mean, negative to say about it. Is the damage right there is clear as evident. When the game drops, I think that'll curtail. Everybody will be happy again once the game does drop. But man, stocks, that's no joke for those type of numbers to pop up.
Trisha Rector said this is old news. Well, this report came out an hour ago from Gamerant, and I don't think this is in relation to the original stock drop. I don't think it was. I don't think this was 20. I don't think the original news from Thursday, Trisha, was 25%. So this is new. Just from Raymond Hara an hour ago, and again, I don't think that the initial stock price, because I think the stock went up after the initial dip, but this is like a report of a 25% stock price. So we'll see, more to come on it. But now it's breaking news from Game Rant, and I think more to come on this whole revelation, and we'll see how it goes, man. But CD Projekt Red themselves, that's why it's important to listen to them investor calls. During that investor call, they said themselves that, hey, they're looking to make a 90 plus Metacritic game, nothing less. So if it's 90 plus Metacritic, like they said, this could all be admonished as the article, announces. If it's less than that, I don't know. I mean, I'm still excited for the game, y'all. Still excited. But again, I think that this is going to be some interesting news nonetheless to see how this all, comes to a head. But we'll see.
Yeah. I think it goes back. I think it says a lot about when it comes to trust. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are now, those investors are now skeptical, man. And they're just like, they can't play around with their money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the last thing they want to hear is now it's been delayed to 2021. So it's like a trust factor, you know?
Yeah.
That game is going to be huge. That's why they invested in the first place. You know, it's going to be like a beast of a game. And it's still going to sell. It's going to make them multiple billions of dollars. We know it. I mean, so I mean, I can get the turmoil and all that stuff, but you know, things like threats and all that is over the top. But if I was an investor, I'd be pissed off. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see. I mean, that's why another question that you hear a lot too is why is that you hear from the investors is that what are you guys going to do about the fiscal year that the stuff is going to happen? You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be, or the fiscal year as far as like cash receipts from physical games or the fiscal year that this is all going to report. And this is important to the investors because if it carries over to 2021 instead of 2020, when analysts and investors were believing that they were going to start to begin to see the promise of this come financially or fiscally, that could cause a problem. You know what I'm saying? So all that stuff matters. So with that said, it's going to be very important to see what happens. But again, we'll keep an eye out on that one and see how everything progresses. But I'm sorry, but turn it back to you, Storm. I just wanted to put that out there.
No, I was just gonna. I wanted you to, if you could, pull up that Yappa, from eJob, man, because that was live during the commission, and I think it was a good one. It was a good Yappa.
It was an excellent one, by the way. So let me play this. So if y'all want to leave a Yappa, all you got to do is go again to here. Let me pull up the link again. All you got to do, if you want to call, and of course the number's here too, and if you want to leave a Yappa, go to pntsnetwork.com, PNTS main Yappa, like so. And then what you're going to want to do is it'll take you right to this Yappa portion right here that you see. And the homie eJob Mix, we're going to play his Yappa, and that'll let y'all know how easy it is. You can leave a voice Yappa or video Yappa, but here it goes.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Ejimix. I got my own hashtag about the Cyberpunk 2077 news, man. Hashtag chill out, man. It's not that deep for me. I know this is probably going to be the last delay. You know, at this point, I think it's more than likely going to be coming out in December. That's when this game is meant to come out, especially because, it's gone gold. We know the game is ready. They just got 9 different versions of the game they got to test and get ready. So, I mean, on that note, I think it's going to be all right. I'm not canceling my pre-order. We're good to go. We just got to chill out. I'm not as hype, like y'all said. I'm not as hype as well, but, I'm still hype for this game. Now they just got to test. We in the testing phase, and it's gonna go all right. It's going to be straight. But that's my take. Great show, y'all. Peace.
Dope Yappa, man.
I mean, and it's right on time. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, it relates. It's timeless. So that's all y'all need to do to leave a Yappa. But y'all can give us a phone call or leave a Yappa. Either way, again, this show's about y'all. It's about y'all participation. We can't do this without y'all. So thank y'all so much for your support. And that's a way that we can put the spotlight on what your thoughts are. All right, and I turn it back to the homie Storm.
All right, so with less than 10 minutes to go before we really start closing the curtains, I want to ask you, man. So let's go back with November coming up rapidly tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And with the 1-year anniversary coming up, man, can you give your honest thoughts on where Stadia is right now? If you had any concerns, put them in there. But if just your honest thoughts on where they are right now as a platform.
Right now as a platform, I think they're in a comfortable spot. I think they're fine with where they're at. They're okay in their skin right now. They're not overshooting the moon on anything. They're not letting the rhetoric get to them. The only thing that I would say is that if I had any negative things to say, it would be that certain promotions they may have not capitalized as much as they could have. But I think they're well beyond the missed opportunities from earlier since launch and the stumbling across themselves. And I think they've matured a lot and they've taken their lumps well over the time. And I think they're on a great path. So I just can't wait.
That's what's up, man. And I agree. I feel like there's been some ups and downs and some miscommunication, some lack of clarity and all that stuff, man. But where they are, they've kept delivering on games when they could. They got hit with setbacks for whatever reason. I'm sure in the features set and the games and all that, you know. But if you look at where we are, they just dropped a tweet saying 100 plus games. 100 plus games. Now, I haven't been counting. I stopped counting for a little while because I'm seeing so many games that I like and that I just don't have the hours to play, but I'm going to have fun trying. With all that, it's the good stuff and all these other, the advertisement and all this stuff, man. I'm just so excited for the future of the platform, bro. Like, I really am. And like the performance, Sekiro and all that stuff, the fast SSD loading time that you see when you down Sekiro is just another example, man, of where this platform is headed. Now, I know that we moved our time up for a reason. So do you want to get into that reason real quick? And what's about to come up any minute now?
Yep, any minute now. There's a new show called Cloudburst. It is hosted by the homie Rock, formerly of Stadia Rocks, now of Cloud Rocks. Definitely check it out. They got a great panel. They have the homie Chase. They got the homie Eddie. They have the homie Clive Linden, my spiritual advisor, Clive Linden, along
Avery,
with
I think Avery's in there.
And Avery's on there, and they have Lloyd of Stadia Cast. So definitely give them a shout out. Check them out. They're about to go live, and what we'll do is we'll just rate them. So Cloudburst. Here, let's do this. Cloudburst episode 1. Check it out now, y'all. There it goes right there. There goes the link. Check them out. And definitely
#SML. Drop it when you enter.
Drop hashtag SML Raid. Do hashtag SML Raid. Little note that we showing love. So
hey, look, we appreciate all of you. You know what I mean? I like it when we keep it on schedule because we appreciate your time, man. 2 hours is a lot of time you could be spending with family, doing whatever. You know what I mean? We definitely appreciate y'all. And until the next one, man, keep it safe, keep it positive, and keep it gaming. Peace, y'all. Don't forget to check us out. Me and Snow Bunny Gaming tomorrow at 6 Eastern time on Snow Bunny Gaming. On YouTube, 6 Eastern. We'll be talking about a variety of things gaming. All right. Love all y'all. Peace.
Peace.